Halloween. Halloween? What is that? Oh, don't ask. But everywhere I go these days, it's been celebrated. Drive through a neighborhood, there they have skeleton images of bats, most of the things that people hate, spiders, spider webs. Something looks like witches, a warlock, and a pumpkin with a face cut out on it. Listen, I jumped on the social bandwagon before, never knowing what is it that I'm celebrating. And I know you'll question, why is it that I'm questioning Halloween? That's normal. That's how we human beings behave. For centuries, everyone accepted the fact, the so-called fact, that this earth was flat. As a matter of fact, it limited how far people want to go into the ocean, lest they fall over on the edge of the earth. But the only person they question is the one who discovered or made a proposal, or he theorized that the earth is not flat. Oh, they had a lot of questions for him. You could sail all around the earth. No way. They're the ones that question. Do not be like the flat earth people now. If you never question what is it that you're celebrating, don't question me. Why is it that I'm questioning you? Why is it you're celebrating? Oh, you can do what you want. Yeah. Is that some religious stuff? Yeah. What is it that you're introducing your children to? Do you know? Does it look like, you say it's fun? Does it represent fun? Are the Halloween movies that have been shown at this time of the year, are they celebrating goodness? Are they elevating any virtues? Who needs to celebrate virtues? Isn't this world wicked enough? Isn't there enough crime and murder? We have to reenact it to be entertained by it? Well, listen, if you don't even want to hear this, fine, I'm not talking to you. I'm going to talk to my fellow believers. Because if you're still in the world and living a sinful life, meaning that you did not seek to find what your purpose is, or where would you go when you leave this world, you never thought of it, you never raised the question. So maybe just not celebrating Halloween would not be that great a thing for you, because most things you have to work. You might be saying, hey, I'm working on myself right now. I'm trying to get myself aligned with spiritual things that they're aligned with goodness and righteousness. And I'm working on it now, so Halloween is the least. Halloween is the least of the things I should worry about. And maybe you're right. So go ahead and work on that. We all have to do that. But I want to talk to the people in the churches who have Halloween paraphernalia in the churches. The pumpkins, I see yards filled with pumpkins. They have some witches hanging from the ceiling or whatever they have there. And it's heartbreaking to see that the churches are celebrating Halloween. And maybe confused you who are trying to get yourself together spiritually. Well, Halloween is not about God. And Halloween is just not there being about nothing. It's about something. It's a celebration of the devil. It's a day that the witches and the warlocks celebrate the devil. It's a devil's holiday. Just look at the beauty. Just look at what you're seeing. Now, let me go and change it now. They'll show you all the roses on Halloween to throw you off. But it's too late now. You know, represent all the gory things. The witches, the ghosts, the satanic cultural things. The church should not be celebrating this, and we should not be exposing our children to it. You're exposing your children to a whole lot more than you can imagine. It's not just a fun costume with Dracula, with blood sucking teeth, people with fangs for sucking blood. Trust me, it's not just a costume. It's a lot more to it. I don't have time to get into it now. I hope I'll pique your curiosity to go and search further. We live in an age of enlightenment. Everything is at the fingertip. It's right on your phone. The library is on your phone. Go find out the origin of Halloween and see if that's something that you want to have your children celebrate every year. Your children or your child, or even you yourself. Just research. Because if I ask you why you're celebrating Halloween, where does it come from? When is Halloween? You don't know. You just know it's a time when they put a pumpkin, selling a lot of pumpkin, and they put one in their porch, and they celebrate it just like that. It's a devil's holiday. Now, don't take my word for it. Listen, again, the YouTube is full of information. You know, there are some folks who have joined the occult, and they've learned a few things behind the scenes about the devil. They were devil worshippers. They were witches or warlocks, sorcerers. And here's the good news. The good message of the kingdom of salvation reached them where they were. And they were truly hungry for not the lies the devil told them, but the truth that would set them free. And when they will finally get hold of the truth, they tell us what was going on behind the scenes. It's not that we're so interested. We're interested in what God has to say. But the scripture said not to be ignorant of the devil's devices. And he has many. And those folks will now give their life to God, turn over from their wicked ways of serving the devil. They're telling us what was going on behind the scene. One person who comes to mind is John Ramirez. And there's a book out there called Unmasking the Devil. Unmasking the Devil. These are people behind the scene. They join these secret organizations. They're underground. I'm not saying to dive deep into that stuff, but listen to someone who gave their life to Satan and then turn and give their life to God. To whom your life rightly belongs. And they tell us what goes on behind the scene. And Halloween is a day when they celebrate the devil. Witches and warlocks and sorcerers, they love Halloween. And you love it too? That's a contradiction. Don't bring it in your church. If you've been doing that, you may do that because of ignorance. The devil got all of us because of ignorance. People suffer for lack of knowledge. My people perish, the scripture said, for the lack of knowledge. The voice of God to the prophets. My people perish due to the lack of knowledge. And so you may have made some missteps. God may not condemn you for your ignorance, but I've just told you. You're not ignorant anymore. Now you're exposed to the judgment. Stop bringing those Halloween things into the church. Stop bringing the pumpkins. I see many churches selling pumpkins. Well, I only seen one. It's in my neighborhood. The whole parking lot is filled with pumpkin. It's like a pumpkin field. Celebrating Halloween. Celebrate Christ. Celebrate Christ. And this time of the year, there's so much wickedness going on in the world, my dear fellow Christians, that we ought to be praying. We are to be coming against the tricks of the enemy. The Lord said he would protect us from the snare of the fowler. Do not walk into the snare of Halloween. Do not introduce your children to it. And definitely do not bring it into the churches. God bless you. Bye for now.